My dear countrymen, Namaskar. Welcome once again to Mann Ki Baat. The month of November brought along many inspirations. Just a few days ago, on the 26th of November, a special program was organized in the Central Hall on Constitution Day. The 150th anniversary of Vande Mataram marked a grand beginning to nationwide programs. On the 25th of November, the Dharmadhwaja was hoisted at the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. On the same day, the Panchajanya Memorial was inaugurated at Jyotisar in Kurukshetra. Friends, just a few days ago, I inaugurated the world's largest LEAP engine MRO facility in Hyderabad. India has taken this major step in the aircraft maintenance, repair and overhaul sector. Last week, during a ceremony in Mumbai, INS Mahe was inducted into the Indian Navy. Just last week, Skyroot's Infinity Campus gave a new boost to India's space ecosystem. This is a reflection of India's new thinking, innovation and youth power. Friends, the country has also achieved a major milestone in the agricultural sector. India has set a historic record with food grain production of 357 million tons. 357 million tons. Compared to 10 years ago, India's food grain production has increased by 100 million tons. India has also accomplished glory in the world of sports. Just a few days ago, India was declared as the host of the Commonwealth Games. These achievements belong to the country, to her citizens. And Mann Ki Baat is an excellent platform to celebrate such achievements of the people of the country, to bring to the fore the collective efforts of the people to the public. Friends, if there is dedication in the mind, faith in collective power and working as a team, and the courage to rise again after falling, success is assured in even the most difficult of tasks. Imagine the era when there were no satellites, no GPS system, no navigation facilities. Even then, our sailors used to sail in large ships and reach their destinations. Now, moving beyond the ocean, countries across the world are scaling the infinite heights of space. The challenge is the same there too. There is no GPS system, no communication systems. So, how will we move forward? Friends, a few days ago, a video on social media caught my attention. This video was that of a unique drone competition organized by ISRO. In this video, the youth of our country, especially our Gen Z, were trying to fly drones in conditions similar to Mars. The drones would fly, remain balanced for a few moments, and then suddenly fall to the ground. Do you know why? Because the drones flying there had no GPS support at all. GPS is not possible on Mars, so the drones cannot receive any external signals or guidance. The drones had to fly with the help of their cameras and inbuilt software. That small drone had to recognize ground patterns, measure altitude, understand obstacles, and find a safe landing path. Therefore, the drones were falling down one after the other. Friends, in this competition, a team of young people from Pune achieved some success. Their drone also fell and crashed several times, but they did not give up. After several attempts, this team's drone managed to fly for some time in the Martian environment. Friends, while watching this video, another scene came to my mind. The day Chandrayaan-2 went out of contact. That day, the entire country, and especially the scientists, were momentarily disappointed. But friends, failure did not stop them. That very day, they began scripting the story of Chandrayaan 3's success. That is why, when Chandrayaan 3 successfully landed, it was not just the success of a mission, it was the success of the new confidence built after coming out of failure. I saw that same spark in the eyes of the young people seen in this video. Every time I see the dedication of our youth and the spirit of commitment of our scientists, my heart fills up with enthusiasm. This very dedication of the youth is one of the greatest strengths of Vikasit Bharat. My dear countrymen, all of you are familiar with the sweetness of honey, but we often don't realize how much hard work, traditions, and such beautiful harmony with nature go into it. Friends, in the hilly areas of Jammu and Kashmir, honeybees produce a unique honey from wild basil, also known as sulai. This honey, white in color, is called Ramban Sulai honey. A few years ago, Ramban Sulai honey received the GI tag. After that, this honey has been gaining recognition across the country. Friends, in Puttur, Dakshina Kannada district, the vegetation there is considered excellent for honey production. Here, a farmers' organization named Gramajanya is lending a new direction to this gift of nature. Gramajanya has set up a modern processing unit, a lab, bottling, storage, and digital tracking facilities like these have been added. Now, this very honey, as a branded product, is reaching cities from the countryside. More than 2,500 farmers have benefited from this endeavor. Friends, an effort of an organization called Shivaganga Kalanjiya in Tumkuru district of Karnataka is also commendable. Each member is initially provided with 2 bee boxes. By doing so, this organization has connected many farmers to its campaign. Now, the farmers associated with this organization jointly extract honey, package it well, and deliver it to the local market. This is also earning them lakhs. A similar example is that of cliff honey hunting in Nagaland. The Kiamni Yangan tribe in Chokalangan village of Nagaland has been engaged in honey extraction for centuries. There, bees build their dwellings not on trees but on high cliffs. Therefore, the task of honey extraction is also very risky. That's why the people there first speak to the bees politely, seek their permission. They tell them that they've come to collect honey, after which they extract the honey. Friends, today India is setting new records in honey production. 11 years ago, honey production in the country was 76,000 metric tons. It is now increased to more than 1.5 lakh metric tons. Honey exports have also risen more than threefold during the last few years. Under the Honey Mission program, Khadi Gramodyog has also distributed more than 2.25 lakh bee boxes amongst the people. This has provided new employment opportunities to thousands of people. That is, the sweetness of the honey is increasing in myriad corners of the country. And this sweetness is also increasing the income of the farmers. My dear countrymen, all of us know that the battle of Mahabharat took place in Kurukshetra, Haryana. But now you can experience this battle literally at the Mahabharat Experience Center. The Mahabharat saga is being presented in 3D using light and sound displays and digital techniques. When I visited Kurukshetra on the 25th of November, the experience at this Anubhav Kendra filled me up with joy. Friends, attending the International Gita Mahotsav held at Brahma Sarovar in Kurukshetra was also very special for me. I was deeply impressed to see how people from all over the world are being inspired by the divine scripture, the Gita. People from many countries around the world, including Europe and Central Asia, have participated in this festival. Earlier this month, it was the first time the Gita was performed on a public platform in Saudi Arabia. A memorable Gita Mahotsav was also held in Latvia, Europe. Artists from Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania, and Algeria participated enthusiastically in this festival. Friends, the spirit of peace and compassion has been paramount in India's great culture. Imagine the Second World War, when a horrific atmosphere of destruction prevailed everywhere. During such difficult times, the great work done by Jam Sahib Maharaja Digvijay Singh Ji of Navanagar, Gujarat, continues to inspire us even today. At that time, Jam Sahib wasn't thinking about any strategic alliance or war strategy. Rather, his concern was how Polish Jewish children were protected during the World War. He sheltered thousands of children in Gujarat and gave them a new life, which remains an example even today. A few days ago, a statue of Jam Sahib was unveiled in Moshav Nevatim in southern Israel. This was a very special honor. Last year, I had the privilege of paying my respects at Jam Sahib's memorial in Warsaw, Poland. That moment will remain unforgettable for me. My dear countrymen, a few days ago, I visited Coimbatore to participate in a mega conference on natural farming. I was deeply impressed by the efforts being made in South India towards natural farming. So many young, highly qualified professionals are now adopting the field of natural farming. I spoke to farmers there and learnt about their experiences. Natural farming has been a part of India's ancient traditions, and it is our duty to continuously promote it to protect Mother Earth. Friends, the confluence of the world's oldest language and one of the world's oldest cities is always a wonderful experience. I'm talking about the Kashi-Tamil Sangamam. The fourth Kashi-Tamil Sangamam is commencing on the 2nd of December at Namo Ghat in Kashi. This year's Kashi-Tamil Sangamam has a very interesting theme: Learn Tamil, Tamil Karakalam. The Kashi-Tamil Sangamam has become an important platform for all of those who are attached to the Tamil language. Whenever one speaks to the people of Kashi, they always say that they enjoy being a part of the Kashi-Tamil Sangamam. Here they get the opportunity to learn something new and meet new people. This time too, the people of Kashi are very eager to welcome their brothers and sisters from Tamil Nadu with full enthusiasm. I urge all of you to be part of the Kashi-Tamil Sangamam. Along with this, do consider other platforms as well that strengthen the spirit of Ek Bharat Shreshtha Bharat. Here I would like to reiterate, Tamil Kalacharam Uyaravanad, Tamil Mori Uyaravanad, Tamil Indiavin Perumidam. Tamil culture is great. Tamil language is great. Tamil is the pride of India. My dear countrymen, every Indian feels proud when India's security ecosystem is strengthened. Last week, INS Mahe was inducted into the Indian Navy in Mumbai. Its indigenous design was widely discussed among some. At the same time, people in Puducherry and the Malabar coast were delighted by its name itself. In fact, it is named Mahe after the place Mahe, which has a rich historical heritage. Many in Kerala and Tamil Nadu noted that the warship's crest resembles the traditional flexible sword of Urumi and Kalaripayattu. It is a matter of pride for all of us that our Navy is rapidly moving towards self-reliance. We'll also be celebrating Navy Day on the 4th of December. This occasion is a special day to honor the indomitable courage and valor of our soldiers. Friends, for those interested in Navy-related tourism, there are many places in our country where they can learn a lot. Diu, a district near Somnath in Gujarat, is located on the western coast of the country. Diu houses the Kukri Memorial and Museum dedicated to INS Kukri. Goa, whereas houses the Naval Aviation Museum, a unique museum of its kind in Asia. INS Dronacharya in Fort Kochi houses the Indian Naval Maritime Museum. Here, one can observe the maritime history of our country and the evolution of the Indian Navy. The Samudrika Naval Marine Museum in Sri Vijayapuram, formerly known as Port Blair, is known for showcasing the rich history of the region. The Warship Museum on Rabindranath Tagore Beach in Karwar houses replicas of missiles and weapons. Also, Vishakhapatnam has a submarine, helicopter and aircraft museum associated with the Indian Navy. I urge all of you, especially those interested in military history, to make it a point to visit these museums. My dear countrymen, winter has arrived and so has the season for winter tourism. Many countries have made winter tourism a major pillar of their economy. Many countries have the world's most successful winter festivals and winter sports models. These countries have made experiences like skiing, snowboarding, snow trekking, ice climbing and family snow parks part of their identity. They've also transformed their winter festivals into global attractions. Friends, our country also possesses every potential for winter tourism. We've mountains, culture, and endless possibilities for adventure. I'm delighted. These days, winter tourism in Uttarakhand is attracting a lot of people. Destinations like Oli, Munsiari, Chopta, and Deara are gaining popularity during the winter season. Just a few weeks ago, the state's first high-altitude ultra-run marathon was held at Adi Kailash at an altitude of over 14,500 feet in Pithoragarh district. More than 750 athletes from 18 states across the country participated in it. The 60-kilometer-long Adi Kailash Parikrama run began at 5 a.m. in the biting cold. Despite such cold, the enthusiasm of the people was palpable. While fewer than 2,000 tourists visited Adi Kailash until 3 years ago, this number has now increased to over 30,000. Friends, the Winter Games are also scheduled to be held in Uttarakhand in a few weeks. Athletes, adventure lovers and sports enthusiasts from across the country are excited about this event. Be it skiing or snowboarding, preparations for various snow-based sports have already begun. Uttarakhand has also focused on connectivity and infrastructure to promote winter tourism. A new policy has also been made regarding homestays. Friends, the Wed in India campaign in winters has its own pomp and craze. Whether it's the golden winter sun or the blanket of fog descending from the mountains, the hills are also becoming very popular for destination weddings. Many weddings are now being held, especially on the banks of Gangaji. Friends, during these winter days, the Himalayan valleys become a part of an experience that lasts a lifetime. If you are planning a trip this winter, be sure to keep the Himalayan valleys in mind. Friends, a few weeks ago, I visited Bhutan. Such trips provide opportunities for different types of interactions and discussions. During this trip, I met the King of Bhutan, the current king's father, who has also been a king himself, the Prime Minister, and others. In the course of the tour, I heard everyone mention one thing. Everyone was expressing gratitude to Indians for sending Buddhist relics there, the sacred relics of Bhagwan Buddha. Whenever I heard that, my heart swelled with pride. Friends, similar enthusiasm for the sacred relics of Bhagwan Buddha has been observed in many other countries. Just last month, these sacred relics were taken from the National Museum to Kalmykia, Russia. Buddhism holds special significance there. I was told that a large number of people, even from remote parts of Russia, came over to see them. The relics have also been taken to Mongolia, Vietnam and Thailand. Huge enthusiasm has been witnessed everywhere. Even the King of Thailand visited to have darshan. It is heartwarming to see such a deep connection to the sacred relics of Bhagwan Buddha across the world. It gives one joy to hear how such initiatives become a medium to connect people across the world. My dear countrymen, I always urge you all to carry forward the mantra of Vocal for Local. Just a few days ago, during the G20 summit, when it came to presenting gifts to several world leaders, I reiterated this statement, Vocal for Local. In the gifts I presented to world leaders on behalf of my countrymen, this sentiment was carefully kept in mind. During the G20, I presented a bronze statue of Nataraj to the President of South Africa. This is a wonderful example of Chola-era craftsmanship rooted in the cultural heritage of Tanjavur, Tamil Nadu. The Prime Minister of Canada was presented with a silver horse replica. It showcases the exquisite craftsmanship of Udaipur, Rajasthan. The Prime Minister of Japan was presented with a silver Buddha replica. It showcases the intricacies of the renowned silver crafts of Telangana and Karimnagar. The Prime Minister of Italy was gifted a silver mirror with floral motifs. This also showcases the traditional metal craftsmanship of Karimnagar. I presented the Prime Minister of Australia with a brass urli, an exquisite craft from Mannar, Kerala. My aim was to make the world aware of Indian crafts, art and traditions and to provide a global platform to the talent of our artisans. Friends, I am happy that millions of people in the country have made the spirit of Vocal for Local a part of their lives. This year, when you went to the market for festive shopping, you must have noticed one thing. People's preferences and the goods brought into their homes clearly indicated that the country was returning to Swadeshi. People were willingly choosing Indian products. Even the minormost shopkeeper felt this change. This time, the youth also gave a boost to the Vocal for Local campaign. A new round of shopping is about to begin in the coming days for Christmas and New Year. I'll remind you again, remember the mantra of Vocal for Local. Buy only what is made in the country. Sell only what bears the hard work by a citizen of the country. My dear countrymen, this month has been a super hit in terms of sports in India. This month began with the Indian women's team winning the ICC Women's World Cup. But even after that, more action has been seen on the field. Just a few days ago, the Deaf Olympics were held in Tokyo, where India won 20 medals, giving its best performance till date. Our women players also created history by winning the Kabaddi World Cup. Their excellent performance throughout the tournament won the heart of every Indian. Our players also performed brilliantly in the World Boxing Cup finals where they won 20 medals. Friends, what's being discussed even more is our women's team winning the Blind Cricket World Cup. The remarkable thing is that our team won this tournament without losing a single match. The countrymen are very proud of every player of this team. Just 2 days ago, I met this team at the Prime Minister's residence. Truly, this team's courage and passion teaches us a lot. This victory is one of the greatest victories in our sports history, which will continue to inspire every Indian. Friends, nowadays a new sporting culture of endurance sports is also rapidly emerging in our country. By endurance sports, I mean sports activities that test your limits. Until a few years ago, special events like marathon and bikeathon were limited to a select few. But now, a lot has changed. I've been told that more than 1,500 endurance sports events are held across the country every month. Athletes travel far and wide to participate in these events. Friends, an example of endurance sports itself is the Ironman triathlon. Imagine this, if you were told you had less than a day and you had to complete these three tasks: swim 4 kilometers in the ocean, cycle 180 kilometers, and run a marathon of approximately 42 kilometers. You might wonder how this would be possible. But people with a steely resolve successfully pulled this off too. That's why it's called the Ironman triathlon. A similar event was recently held in Goa. Nowadays, people are actively participating in such events. There are many other competitions that are becoming very popular among our young friends. Many people are coming together to participate in programs like Fit India Sundays on Cycle. These are all ways to promote fitness. Friends, meeting you every month is always a new experience for me. Your stories, your efforts inspire me anew. The suggestions and experiences you share in your messages inspire us to incorporate India's diversity into this program. When we meet next month, 2025 would be coming to an end. The cold will now intensify in most parts of the country. Please take special care of yourself and your family during the winter. Next month, we'll definitely discuss some new topics and new personalities. Thank you very much. Namaskar.